And there you have it. Those are the compositions. Very curious to see how that Nami is going to do. I'm not sure if we've even seen it once just yet here in LCK Spring. Definitely an interesting pick, you know, with Nethergrass. Maybe you could land a bubble if you see it coming. And if you don't get Nethergrass to yourself, and obviously the Channel Crystal Arrow can also deny the Nethergrass. So 2 options down there in the bot lane, depending on who does get ultimated by Malzahar.
In preparation for the upcoming Dragon, and these are the type of plays that MVP are so good at. And hold that thought, as in mid lane,
there's that flash, and even the Channel Crystal Arrow coming in, and First Blood going over to Kuro. Spawn here in 10 seconds too, so they want to go for a bit of a gank, and Tushin is going to get grasped there, and just no hope for him, as he does get wiped off the map. So there you go, this Drake should be MVPs.
Yep, it is going to be MVPs, and it is a Cloud Drake. So not a Mountain or Inferno, but it's still going to be some passive resistances picked up for Shyvana. She did get her passive reworked. So now Ed actually reading this really well. Not able to get there in time, though. Spirit does take away the red buff.
Yeah, seems like they were able to find some damage. Hold that thought. Ian just being jumped on there. The shockwave is going to go down, but it's actually going to bring Kuro closer. And he does pick up that kill. So Rengar finally finding something on the map for him to bite onto. Tiki teleports off for free. Nice Scuttle Crab grab here by Beyond to make sure they have the vision around. Oh, Dragon's Descent coming down onto Spirit. Going to be forced to back off for now. Ian, though, look at how much damage he's already taken. Marin going to teleport in. There's that teleport tidal wave coming in. Can they actually get the grab onto Maha? A ton of damage coming down. Oh, but nice command shockwave is going to slow down both Kuro and Marin. Now everybody on MVP is on the run.
Ed's almost here.
Ed is joining on up, and a lot of low members of Afreeca right now. You can see
really, really low right now, and MVP might just be able to say, okay, you guys went too far deep into the river. We're going to get your mid-tier 1. We're going to pressure your mid-tier 2, and if you want to defend it, you're going to have to funnel in against us.
Against Ed for Marin, but has to be so careful not to take too much damage. The entirety of MVP. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Ian just not even looking. It looks like a really nice ward was actually placed before, and he assumed he was safe, so it just goes down for free. Look at this, Ed. He's going to dodge for as long as possible, just once again trying to delay. And down he finally goes in the bot lane.
Times just to play around the vision denial. Except in this way, it's vision.
Uh-oh, and look at this, just no vision for MVP, and they walk straight into hell. A bunch of them going to go down here. Ian gets cleaned up as well, and that was the fight that Afreeca was looking for. They should easily be able to take the Baron now.
Yeah, they're easily going to be able to get this Baron. They have a wave in top lane that's coming up. They might just actually move with that one if your win conditions.
Yeah, it's very true, and Ad is going to take a lot of damage. In fact, the arrow is just barely going to miss. Ad does get back away, but here comes Marin, going to be diving on in. Max does go down. Poppy hits one back, but down goes Ian as well. And so many members of MVP just on the run here. Nice catch by Spirit to get an extra kill, and that's just really going to open the gates wide open here. Afreeca now pushing in onto their first inhibitor.
Yeah, and I think that they're actually going to be able to end the game. Afreeca is constantly punishing MVP's mispositioning this game, and the Baron buff still alive for quite a while longer. Now they're pushing on to the Nexus turrets, and, you know, I talked about earlier, Varus can sustain. Well, he can't sustain when you're already inside of his base.
Yeah, he needed more time. He needed a Baron-less team of Afreeca to help out with his pushing, and I mean, that should be it. The death timers are very low, though, still. It's only 30 minutes into the game, and Afreeca, they're not going to push their luck. They're just going to back off for now.
You can see that if they want to make these type of base plays happen, they're going to need Marin coming around from one of the sides, but that's really difficult to do right now. And Maha just able to wave clear for days. And so had MVP been able to reach this without giving up the Baron, without giving up all the turrets, they could have certainly sustained a lot longer.
Oh, the Poppy is going to come in here, and Marin is going super deep, maybe a little bit too deep there. And he's continuing to go in onto Maha. The turret is going to go down, but Marin will pay for it with his life. He does have GA. Here comes Kuro onto Ian, does get the poison down, and is just going to push everybody back, and they will get the turret and the inhibitor. Even though Marin was going super deep, he pays with his GA.
Oh.
Yep,
using this ultimate again.
Yeah, nice try MVP, but Spirit is too good for that. Trying to make sure they do not get caught out. And you can see Afreeca beginning to move towards that Baron as it does spawn in about 5 seconds. And even with the Miracle Steal, MVP is going to need some kind of Miracle Steal and then, 2 or 3 big team fights to come back in this one. There we go. Trying to jump onto Kuro in the back. Spirit does take a ton of damage, but is going to be able to get away. And Max does go down. He does use his Nether Grasp, a huge command shockwave though, and a lot of AoE damage coming out of Beyond, but it's just too much damage coming out of the side of Afreeca. Not going to be enough, even with a fantastic wombo combo. Take a look at that base as well. The last Nexus turret does go down as well, and that Nexus is wide open.
Yeah, that Nexus is wide open, and you can just see that Afreeca is too strong. Even in a dream scenario with those wombo combos, they're not able to do anything with it. And with only 1 Nexus turret remaining against 2 inhibitors being down, it was too easy for the minions to just open up the base, and Afreeca takes game number 2. We're going to game 3.
Nicely done there. Afreeca showing them who's boss, saying game 1 was a fluke. We are back in this series.